I've seen online quite a lot about people saying that certain Overwatch heroes don't require any skill, and I really think that is far from the fact, because I have been just seeing these constantly either on my TikTok page, my YouTube page, Reddit. It could be anywhere where people are talking about how X Overwatch hero takes no skill and that's why you're in a high rank. But normally I see this from people who are in platinum or lower. Me myself, I have only recently gone into diamond, but I have seen this time and time again in lower elo lobbies where people will complain about certain heroes either being broken or being no skill, and I think it's bullshit. For example, Hanzo. A lot of people in the community say Hanzo takes no skill, Hanzo takes no aim. I actually want to say that Hanzo arguably takes more skill to play than Widow. The reason I say that is Widow can play from afar. Widow, all she has to do is line up her aim, and as long as she's got the crosshair on someone's head, she'll hit it and they'll go back to the spawn room. But she also does take more skill in the sense of being able to fly up in the air and get flying headshots. That sort of stuff, yeah, of course I'll say is more skillful than Hanzo. But if we're going on to a basic level here, Hanzo, you have to judge your aim for your projectile. You have to judge and predict where a person's going. Are they going left? Are they going right? Are they jumping? Or are they going to fall? So you really have to judge that all in all. Another hero I see a lot of people talking about is Moira. Moira is one of those heroes that I feel like gets a lot of flack for no reason. And the reason is that people say she takes no skill, just like Symmetra. But the thing is, it's all down to cooldown usage as well as being able to maximize your positioning to get those kills. I think a lot of people just hate on Moira because they can't aim to instantly kill her. Like, if you're getting outplayed, that is not the Moira taking no skill. That is just you missing your shots. Like, that is just how it works out. She's pretty decently balanced in the main game, and it's just ridiculous to even say anything else. Someone like Genji. Genji requires utmost amount of skill, but I feel like he gets overshadowed by the amount of people that play him that are shit. Like, I think it's just a stigma at this point that most Genjis are dog shit because they play into Moiras or Zaryas or Symmetras. But good Genji players do exist, and his skill ceiling is huge. I mean, on the basic level, he's just throw shuriken, dash in, possibly melee. But I've seen people being able to pull off techs with him where he can dive in and just start one-tapping people, knowing how to blade and being able to shoot their mouse about. It is insane. Mad respect to people who play Genji to a competitive level that can actually pull off this stuff. But one hero I've been seeing tossed around saying that takes no skill that has shocked me, because this hero, I would arguably say, takes the most skill in the entire game to actually play. And that is Tracer. Tracer, hands down, requires the most skill in the entire game to play. And I'm gonna have a few reasons for this, but a lot of people say that she's not. Like, you need to have amazing aim on Tracer. If you don't have amazing aim as Tracer, if you're not landing your shots, you're not getting value. That's just it. You can say that for every hero in the game. But Tracer's more important because if you're missing, say, half of your shots out of your clip, that could be the difference between you being respawning or you getting the kill. On top of that, she has an ult that you really have to, 9 times out of 10, stick to someone, which on its own is pretty difficult because you have to then calculate how far she throws it, as well as, is that going to land? So you have to be calculating how far you're throwing it and where the enemy is in correlation to that. You have to be watching on your cooldowns. Your HP is a big one. If you're not watching your HP as Tracer, you're just GG easied. You're dead. You're getting sent back to the spawn room. She has only 175 HP, which is not enough. Her recall is good in the sense that it can save you from perilous situations and give you HP back. But for people to say that she takes no skill and all you have to do is play around health packs and stuff, I've played her for over 200 hours and I still don't know how to play her to my fullest extent. She is an incredibly fun hero, but an incredibly rewarding hero if you can pull stuff off. And I think people get upset because people spend so many hours playing a certain hero, get good at them, and then this big banner of these heroes take no skill get put above their head, which I think is very unfair because a lot of these heroes do require immense amounts of knowledge and skill and some are very much map dependent, but I'll show you some gameplay footage of someone, for example, like Ball. Ball is insane. People say he takes no skill, and I think you're getting mixed up with no skill and somebody not knowing how to play him properly. You know, someone who's able to play Ball and who's able to just smack into the enemy team with no mercy can be insane. Or the fact that he can just get into these weird positions and just pile drive down on top of your head and you didn't see it coming. And another hero that I would say takes a huge amount of skill is Junkrat. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. But the reason I say Junkrat, I'm not meaning the Junkrats to just spam bombs out. I mean the ones that know projectiles, know where it's going to bounce off a door frame, and it's going to directly hit someone and get the kills. I've been seeing this Junkrat main go around on my TikTok and YouTube quite a bit recently, where he is able to just land every shot, and it's just insane. My whole point of this video is to kind of show light on all these heroes take skill in some way or another. Heroes like Junkrat, Moira, ones that you wouldn't normally consider to have skill or a skill like level do. And I think this community can be very hung up on the fact that certain heroes are shit. Certain heroes are, you just don't play them because they don't take any skill, when in reality they do take skill. When you start taking the time to learn that hero, learn their fundamentals, learn their abilities and everything they can do and damage statistics to actually figure out how to get good plays, I think that is the difference. But I really want to hear what people think about my comments. I want to see what people thought about my takes, and I do genuinely believe that some people in the community take it too far in the sense of this hero takes no skill, this hero takes skill. I really want to hear what people have to say about this. This was just a mini rant video, if you will, but I'll see you all in the next one.